Welcome to Unrated Level Roundup. This is a series that I'd like to start where I go over a few levels that didn't receive main server rates. In this series, I'd like to bring attention to these levels and give my thoughts on why I think that they would be good main server rates and why I think you should go and play them. The first level I'd like to talk about is a 1.9 GDPS level called Shinrog by Civitrex. Shinrog has been sent a couple times, and I think it's pretty obvious why. This level is really excellently executed. It's a remake of Inferno by Vibrant and Zenthic Alpha, I believe, and it keeps a gameplay flavor that would not be out of place in that time period. This feels like a very classic level. This is actually the winner of the same remake contest that Lunatic Nightmares, the Hard Demon, came from. This actually beat that, but did not get rated while that did, which I think is a little amusing. I think this level plays super good. I think it's one of the best playing Nondemons to come out recently from the 1.9 GDPS. I think it also looks really good playing with the black and white kind of tech adjacent objects and mixing in that rainbow color. That's a pretty common trope, but I think it looks really good here. I think you should definitely go check this level out if you're into classic styles of gameplay and don't mind a couple trolls you might have to practice. The second level I'd like to talk about is Kalmest by Noyen. Kalmest is an art level in a kind of neo-sunset style. I think this is a big advancement on the genre that levels like The World by XAPX or Super Meat Boy by New Boss might fit into. This has some amazing looking art in a really unique style that plays off of Sunset and really builds on it. It has the classic big black foreground objects, trees, and cityscapes that you'd expect from Sunset. But instead of just a big gradient in the background, a lot of the backgrounds are also made of these black outlines combined with blending objects, almost like paint on a canvas. And it's a really unique art style that I don't think we see much of in Geometry Dash at all, especially on the main servers. The art in this level just looks amazing. There's tons of creative moments. You go inside a building, there's a pick a path segment where you're going by public bathrooms and lasers and you're going upstairs. And then there's a bunch of big backdrops where you zoom out and you get to see the city with passing cars, and the colors in this level are amazing and the art assets are amazing. Some downsides which may explain why this is not currently rated are the gameplay is admittedly not the best. It can be a little awkward and not the most well indicated, but I think its visuals easily make up for its shortcomings because you shouldn't be looking at the screen too much anyway. You should be looking at the awesome backgrounds in this level. I think there's some really creative parts, especially near the ending with the big cityscapes with all the cars up front. There's reflections in the water off of the skyline, and there's these orange lights to indicate cars going through a mountain pass. The way this level plays with perspective and color is just amazing, and I think it's a blast to play. The last level I'd like to talk about is actually a 1.6 level that came out after the eventual destruction of the 1.6 GDPS. Kaleidoscope is a collaboration posted by Aroo, and it does a great job of modernizing a lot of the 1.6 tropes that I think we've seen in the past. It doesn't fall into the traps of being overly messy core that you can't tell what you're supposed to do, which is pretty rare for 1.6 GDPS levels. And it doesn't require too much memory either, so this one could be a pretty pleasant and accessible play for anyone with some experience in the game. I think the song choice here is actually really exciting as well. It doesn't seem like something that would be appropriate to use in 1.6, but I think the level does a good job of matching its energy. I think I would extremely recommend this to anyone who's had some doubts about 1.6 levels in the past and the way they play, because I think this one would really surprise you if you thought 1.6 could just be object vomit. Anyway, I think that's going to be the end of the first unrated level roundup. I'd like to start doing more of these, so if you have suggestions for groups of levels that you'd like me to review and play through and try to bring some attention to, I'd appreciate it. Or if you have any feedback on the way that I made this specific video, I'd appreciate that as well. Anyway, I'll be sure to put the information that you need to find these levels in the description if you want to go play them yourself. Thanks for watching.